I want to ask you, a lot of times, when we start to use the word narcissism, the word that goes along with narcissism on the other side is empathy or empaths. And in my, journey, and this may not be everybody's opinion, but in my journey, my viewpoint for a very long time about myself and other empaths was the fact that we were sort of weak and didn't really have a backbone. What do you think is kind of the biggest myth about being an empath?
You hit the nail on the head. And they even say that. They even say that, like when I was taking my narcissist course, they even say that they sort of prey on people that seem weaker, or that, people that are more givers, the healers, the fixers. And you're right, that is a myth, because in all honesty, an empath has so much more strength to be able to see through people, to see who they really are, and to see souls. I say that now. I see souls. I don't see people. And that's the strength of an empath, is that we are able to look past your human flaws, your habits, your, repetitive things, your false and limiting beliefs,
Yeah.
to see who you really are and who you can really be. There's no weakness at all. I almost get on my soapbox. I'm doing one of those. There is no weakness in being an empath. It's just unfortunate that we do run across people that they may have a sense of, they have so much insecurity. A narcissist is extremely insecure. And so they're going to be attracted to someone who makes them feel secure and who takes care of them. And that's what an empath is a caretaker. And it's not about weakness. It's about, empaths have to be protected. We have to learn how to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
And as an empath in the service industry, when you're working, that is so important, to be able to not soak it in, sort of have this armor where got to protect myself, because I'll take in your problems for sure. And so learning to date, have relationships, family relationships, friendships that we don't allow to overcome who we are, and staying in that on that path of alignment and true to ourselves, is really the key for an empath.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. That's definitely something that we all need to think about, as empaths, and realize that it's so important to make sure that, we embrace the positive things that empaths have to offer, because there's so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
There,
I
there
think
really.
I think they're the light workers. I think that's what we came here for. I believe that I'm here to, and that's the beauty of healing too, Sabrina, is that I can tell this story with laughter. I can tell it with a smile. I can laugh at how crazy I was and how my mindset was, completely, not what it should have been. But I can look back now with gratitude,
Yeah.
and no pain, no
Yeah.
sadness, no trauma, and just say, I came here for this. This is
Yeah.
what I wanted. This is what expanded me as a person. And it allowed me to be more empathetic and to be the helper that I want to be, that I'm, destined, I feel in my soul, to come here and fulfill this purpose. So thank you for all of that stuff. And that's when you know you're healed, is when you have gratitude for the experience without the pain.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. What is the number one lesson that you've learned about life?
The number one lesson, I believe, is to validate and appreciate. And I think from the most basic human level, it's what we all need. That's all we're looking for here. And you can see the strongest, people, the most determined people still need that validation and appreciation. These actors, these wonderful award-winning actors, they want validation, they get an award, right? uh Athletes, they get a gold medal. It's it's what we need to do for one another, and not I think a lot of people are afraid to give that to others because, oh, I don't want to make their ego bigger, or, which is silly. I think our purpose here is to say how you feel, be vulnerable, and the best connection you can ever have with anyone is telling them how amazing they are and
Yeah.
what they mean to you. And I think that's the life coaching taught me that, as well as my journey, was that you think everybody knows how great they are. People have self-confidence. There's so many people that don't know what they do well because they've only
Yeah.
been told what they do wrong. And
Yep.
that's for me the biggest lesson. Any opportunity you have to say something to anyone, I don't care if it's on the street, I don't care if it's at the grocery store, friends, family, take that time every day. That's one of my on my daily planner. It's one of my tasks is nurturing, whether it's reaching out on LinkedIn to someone or engaging on social media who's lost a pet or has a sick relative. I make sure every day I do one thing that nurtures somebody else.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I so appreciate that. I was just gonna say something and now I forgot because I got so entranced in what you were saying, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. Doesn't matter. I'll think of it later.